Hey guys, last video I made we did a little carburetor choke adjustment. I figured while I had this carburetor out I would show you guys a little trick I came up with quite a few years ago. Having the 34.3 carb on a big motor, or even with the 09 distributor, there's always usually a hesitation or a flat spot. It comes with a 127.5 main jet, and that's a little small to get the performance I always found. So having to rejet the main jet would always mean taking the carburetor out of the car, unhooking everything. It was a half hour just to change a main jet. So I came up with a little something that you could change it right in the car. Channel locks, the 13 millimeter for the float bolt, a small crescent wrench, one of the screwdrivers that has the standard and the Phillips that just slides in and you can change it out. It's got this little hex end here, and we'll see what that's for in just a second. And then I use this golf tee, and I taper it down real good, put a nice little point on it, and I give it a try on a main jet. So when you put it in there and you give it a little push, you can feel it really grab it good. Okay, so we'll set this stuff aside a little bit and let's just get started here. I'll show you how long it takes to change one of these jets in the car. Take this idle solenoid. You can just give it a little turn with your channel locks. Get that out of the way. It's basically all we're doing is just getting it out of the way so we can work. Take that out of the way. Get your 13 millimeter on your float bolt. Then there's a Starbucks paper cup here about a 1 inch high. Set it right underneath there. You can get it right in there, no problem. Just take that. Even if the bolt falls out, it doesn't matter. Let the bowl drain. You can drag it out of there. Put that aside for a little bit. Okay, then you take your standard size of the screwdriver bit, set it in there, and just turn it until you feel it catch that main jet slot. Take your crescent, just break that loose. You'll feel it break loose. You could spin it a few times. It's kind of nice if you can give it a couple of turns. Take that out, put it aside. Take your golf tee, put it in there, and give it a nice firm push on there. And you'll just turn that out. You can feel it on there. Just be kind of gentle. Take it out. Boom. There it is, right on the end. Put the 127 aside. I like to bump it up to about a 130 first time around. Set that on there. Give it a nice little push on there. It's nice and firm. Just run that jet right back into the float bowl. Give it a couple turns. You only need to get it started this time. But I'm going to keep going while it's easy. You can feel it kind of, once it gets a little tighter, the golf tee will just spin on you. You can feel it spinning. Set your standard screwdriver back in there. Finish tightening it up. Put your crescent on there. Give it one last little snug in there. Pull that out, and you can grab your float bolt. Twist that back in there. All this stuff's real easily accessible when you have this idle solenoid out of the way. So we'll just tighten that up. You can get that tight by hand in there. Give it just, tighten down. There's a little washer on there. Snug it down. Put your idle solenoid back in there. Turn it back in. And then just repeat what you did the first time. All you got to do is grab it along. There is a hex head down in there that you can put a open end on if you like to. I've always just been able to just grab it with these. It just snugs it down a little bit. And there you go. You're done. You start the car up and take it for a ride with the new main jet. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for watching.